Hello and welcome to History of Dragon Ball. Today we are looking at the full story of Cell. Last week we looked at the full story of Evil Buu, so this week I thought we would work backwards throughout the Dragon Ball Z villains, which means this week is the full story of Cell. So I hope you enjoy. Please remember to hit that like button on this video and subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this, and let's jump into it. Cell is an artificial life form that was created by the former head scientist of the Red Ribbon Army, Dr. Gero, or more specifically, his supercomputer from the cell samples of the universe's strongest warriors. This meant Cell possessed the genetic information of all of Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Frieza, Raditz, King Cold, and Nappa. Then, all of these were mixed in an underground computer beneath Gero's secret laboratory, where Cell is designed to evolve into the perfect being after absorbing androids 17 and 18. The Cell that we meet and get to know within Dragon Ball Z is not actually from the same timeline as the characters we have been following. That timeline Cell is the one still growing in Dr. Gero's lab, as a very small little thing. The one that we have as the series antagonist is from the future, where in his timeline, the Trunks of it had killed androids 17 and 18. So Cell kills Trunks, steals his time machine, reverts back to an egg to fit inside it, then travels back to the time that was already set, our time. Once he arrives, he has to hide himself for 4 years to regrow back to his full size. When he finally reaches his form of an insect-like being, known as his imperfect Cell form, he begins to feed. He kills off thousands of people and absorbs them to increase his power in preparation to absorb the androids. Piccolo confronts Cell when he is absorbing the inhabitants of Ginger Town, and Piccolo beats Cell quite easily at this point, and also learning about just what Cell is. Cell knows that he has to escape and ends up using the solar flare technique to get away. He realizes he needs to hide from the Dragon Team for now until he can absorb more people to raise his own power, with them being far stronger than he had thought possible. After he has managed to absorb the energy of a few entire cities worth of people, Cell detects and finds Android 17 during his fight with Piccolo. Cell, now a fair amount stronger from absorbing just so many people, quickly deals with a fatigued Piccolo from his fight with 17, then breaks Piccolo's neck and tosses him into the sea. Cell is about to absorb 17 before Android 16 steps in and manages to briefly hold off Cell. However, he is able to find an opening and absorb 17, and this time evolve into semi-perfect Cell. With his new power, Cell quickly deals with 16 and turns his attentions to 18 and becoming perfect. However, Cell is unable to absorb 18 due to the timely interference of Tien, who holds Cell back at the cost of his own life force using the Neo Tri-Beam attack, which, I will add, I think is such an epic moment within the series. Tien eventually passes out from exhaustion, but succeeded in stalling Cell. And here, Tien has to be rescued by the returning Goku, who also rescues the surviving Piccolo too. Cell is stunned by this, but also refocuses quickly to his goal of finding Android 18. He destroys nearby islands to intimidate her into showing herself, but before he can destroy the island that 18 is hiding on, Vegeta appears, who is now far stronger than before, and Vegeta utterly wipes the floor with Cell. As Cell is now at the brink of defeat, he talks Vegeta into letting him absorb Android 18 so that he can give him a better fight. So really just playing up to the Saiyan's pride and curiosity. And so, Cell is able to absorb Android 18 as well, after Vegeta stopped future Trunks from interfering, as well as using a solar flare to blind everyone for long enough for him to actually absorb her and evolve into his perfect form. So, now perfect, Cell easily defeats Krillin, Vegeta, and Trunks, but decides not to kill them, saying that they impressed him how they have managed to increase their strength so much so quickly, and so he will put on a tournament, the Cell Games, and he will give them 10 days so that then he could truly test his new power. Cell's intention here is to find the best fights he can, and then destroy Earth when he wins, wanting to enjoy the fear he causes in others. The Cell Games arrive, and Cell quickly defeats Mr. Satan first, before moving on to the real fights, starting with none other than Goku. They have a good fight, with Cell even destroying the ring so that they can really just have a proper all-out fight, with no confinements and no rules. However, before long, Goku quits when he confirms that Cell is just too strong for him. Goku then nominates Cell's next opponent himself, and it is not Vegeta, it is not Trunks, or even Piccolo, it is his son, Gohan, much to everybody's surprise. Goku even throws Cell a Senzu beam before he fights Gohan, much again to the shock of everyone. The two begin their battle and Gohan puts up a good fight, proving himself to truly be his father's superior now. Cell easily ends up taking the upper hand due to Gohan not being able to properly fight seriously. He is too afraid, he is holding back. Gohan wants to avoid killing Cell if he can, and warns Cell that if he is pushed too far, he will lose control of his anger and kill him, which only drives Cell to torment him even further. Really just getting excited to see this so-called immense power, not truly believing it could ever surpass him. Unable to do this by just taunting, Cell begins to spawn Cell Juniors, which are miniature blue versions of himself, and they begin to fight the rest of the Dragon team, causing Gohan's rage to slowly increase. But this still does not quite do enough to truly make Gohan snap. It is only when Cell mercilessly kills Android 16 after he had given a pep talk to Gohan to fight for everything he loves that Gohan finally does snap. Gohan transforms into a Super Saiyan 2, fully ascending beyond the Super Saiyan. Now far too powerful, Gohan effortlessly and violently kills every single one of the Cell Juniors, and then proceeds to effortlessly overpower Cell too. Gohan does not end this when he should, as he wants to prolong Cell's suffering. Gohan deals such significant damage that Cell regurgitates Android 18 and reverts back to his semi-perfect form. Now completely desperate, Cell tries to self-destruct and destroy the Earth, but Goku sacrifices himself to ensure that Cell detonates elsewhere, more specifically on King Kai's planet, taking King Kai and the planet with him. Cell is able to survive this thanks to being such a unique being, which allows him to regenerate from a single special nucleus in his head and grow far more powerful whenever he has just been killed, just like the Saiyan Zenkai boost. So he returns to his perfect form, but even stronger than before. This turns out to even shock him, being unaware that he even possessed such power. He is now Super Perfect Cell. From here, Cell returns to Earth with his first move being a full power death beam that kills Trunks, and when Vegeta attacks him in retaliation, he easily swats him aside as well, despite being an enraged Saiyan. But before he can kill Vegeta though, Gohan dives in front of the killing blast, severely injuring his arm. So with victory now so close, Cell makes up his mind. He decides to destroy the Earth with one final Kamehameha. Cell even claims that he has the power to destroy the entire solar system if he wished. In pure desperation, Gohan engages Cell by firing his own Kamehameha, and despite an inner struggle, Gohan eventually, with the help of Goku speaking to him from the afterlife and a surprise blast from Vegeta, manages to overpower Cell, destroying Cell all the way down to that nucleus and so killing him once and for all. And this marks the end of the villain known as Cell. And also as a bonus here, after future Trunks returns to his timeline and destroys Androids 17 and 18, he realizes that the Cell from his timeline will surely appear soon. And so it takes 3 years, but this does happen. However, Trunks showcases his newfound power and easily kills this first form Cell, finally bringing peace to the future as well. And so there we have it, the full story of the evil being known as Cell. I hope you enjoyed it, and now it's time for my question for you all today, and that is, which is your favourite form of Cell? The first, the second, or the perfect form? Let me know which and why in the comments below. And now we are at the end, I would like to give a massive thank you to everyone who have managed to stay with me until the very end of the video. If you did enjoy it, I will ask again, please hit that like button, the subscribe button, the bell icon as well for notifications. All these things massively help out the channel. Thank you once more for reaching the end with me, and I will see you next time on History of Dragon Ball.